my mood would have been better, my outlook on the world, my energy levels would have certainly been better, and my ability to play video games would have been significantly better if I just slept even just 1 or 2 hours extra a night. Sleep is very, very, very important.
Transmission received. Authorization granted. Welcome to the video.
What's up, dreamers? Hope you're having a fantastic day or had a fantastic day, depending on where you are in the world. And I have to let you know that you are awesome. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. Welcome to Driving and Vibing. What's the vibe today? Today, we're going to get back to basics. Sort of. I'm going to give tips and tricks on the basics: sleep, nutrition, exercise, vibing, Puna noobs. First of all, if you don't say the term Puna noobs, if you're not Puna noobs, do you even game? Anyway, let's get back to basics. It's old school right there. Sleep, nutrition, exercise. How does it benefit my game? How does it benefit my overall health and wellness? What can I do? There's a lot of information out there. A lot of it is confusing. That's why I'm here. That's why we're here, to help you digest all of this information, making it very digestible, making it easy to understand, not overloaded with all the scientific big words. I mean, when I first started learning all this stuff, I started my wellness journey in 2017. A little bit of a backstory. Started my wellness journey in 2017. I started with exercise. I started going to the gym. That's what I did. A partner, very valuable. First tip in regards to exercise is, if you can, find a partner, a friend to go with, a family member, an acquaintance, somebody you work with, that maybe you can go to the gym before or after work, if you know, and then go to work with them. That's a good. I did that for a little while as well, and it was fantastic. But I had a partner going in, and I started with exercise. Having a friend to go with made it a little bit easier, more enjoyable to learn, and to get through that initial hump of getting into exercise. I know it can be tough, it can be intimidating. So having that person there, that friend, family member, whoever it may be, somebody that you're close with, or somebody you just know and don't mind spending time with, makes it more enjoyable, easier, kind of, to ease into building a habit of exercise. And of course, you want to take it slow. I decided to go 4 or 5 times a week. Do I think that was the best idea at the time? Probably not, but I was very, 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 very overly determined to continue my exercise routine. And I was very fortunate to have met a couple of people who were there every day to make it very enjoyable to go exercise. So meet people, right? Don't be afraid to talk to people. People are good. People are good, right? They're fun to talk to. It's fun making friends. People like to learn with you. People like to teach you things, whether you think that or not. Like, if somebody comes up to me and asks me a question, I'll answer it. I like answering questions. I like helping people out to the best that I can. And if I don't know the answer, of course I'm going to tell them that, like, I don't know it, and apologize, whatever, and then maybe sparks another conversation. So there's a little bit of exercise if you're going to the gym. Now, you can do this for walking too. Walking is very powerful. People underestimate the power of just walking. Walking is one of the best forms of exercise that you can do. It's light. It's a light activity, fairly easy to do. You can do it anywhere, literally. And it has all these health benefits that other exercise has, right? Improving overall health, burning calories, or losing weight if that's your goal, increased cognition, reaction time, you name it. It helps. Well, you can't just name everything, but it helps with a lot of health. So there's exercise. Let's jump into sleep. Sleep is very good. That's all I'm gonna say. Sleep is underestimated, the power of sleep. And when I was younger, I for sure believed this, is that you could run on, when I was younger, I could run on 4 hours of sleep continuously and be fine. Well, this was not the case. During the day, was I energetic? All kids are, and not just kids. I'm talking my high school years, 15, 16, 17. I could, but I could have been significantly more efficient. My mood would have been better had I actually slept a little more, even just an hour or two more each night. My mood would have been better. My outlook on the world, my energy levels would have certainly been better, and my ability to play video games would have been significantly better if I just slept even just 1 or 2 hours extra a night. Sleep is very, very, very important, whether you feel the effects like or not. And by feel, I mean like directly. That was, let's erase that. Blah, blah, blah. Not if you feel the effects or not. I'm gonna get into why I just said that. Because when I was younger, I thought I thought I could do this, right? Run on 4 hours of sleep. But there was times where I was competing and there was a lot of times immediately following school where I would go home and I would sleep. I would take a nap. Clearly, I was unable to function on 4 hours of sleep continuously, because if I was, I wouldn't be going home and taking a nap immediately following school. Probably 4 out of 5 of the days I was going to school. That's just the truth. There are times where I missed competitive matches because I slept so long, because I was so exhausted, even though I made it through school, right? And may have had energy through school. I was so exhausted, I slept through matches. It happens. So whether you think, and even at that time, I still would tell myself and tell people that I can run on 4 hours of sleep. You just, you can't do it. I mean, you can for X amount of time, and you could be efficient at it, but it's very, let's say you can't do it. Let's not say you can't do it, but it's very, very, very difficult. And a large majority of the people in the world just can't handle that for extended periods of time. Let's go to nutrition. I like nutrition because I like to eat. There are a lot of things that you could eat that are healthier than other things. Everybody knows that. There's a lot of information out there. Nutrition will make or break your nutrition. Has a real, there's a lot of information out there, but it has a real impact and can really put a damper in your day if you eat the wrong things at the wrong time. And I'm not saying like the wrong things, just you got to be mindful, okay? And everybody's different, so the wrong thing for me might not be the wrong thing for you. You have to take nutrition with a grain of salt. You always have to trial and error nutrition, but you never have to do the whole nutritional palette at one time. I want to drill that into people's minds. You do not have to change everything you eat for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then eliminate all your snacks. You do not have to do all of that at once. Focus on one part, one aspect, be it snacks or breakfast. Let's start with that. We want to start breakfast. I would eat for breakfast. I used to eat yogurt and granola every morning at 10 o'clock. And then, so I would have my 15-hour fasting. This is while I was working. And eventually got to the point where I, let's backtrack for a second. I meant to go backwards. So that's what I started eating when I started my wellness journey, was just I added granola to Greek yogurt. I kept the fat in the Greek yogurt. Fat's very healthy for you, so you want full fat. It fuels the brain. And I would do that at 10 o'clock after my 15-hour fast. I put some honey in there sometimes, but that was generally enough to fill me up for a couple of hours. But before that, I would eat whatever I could get my hands on, basically. I would drive to McDonald's all the time. Now that obviously would make me not feel the greatest. And I know this after realizing how I feel after food, really paying attention, being aware. So it's all individual variances in regard to nutrition. It's just kind of trial and error. You kind of have to see what works for you and what doesn't. But try to focus. My best tip in regard to nutrition is focus on one part at a time. You do not have to do the whole. You do not have to revamp all of your nutrition. So start with breakfast. We'll start with that. Like, start with breakfast. Start from the ground up. And then after breakfast, maybe you can start revamping your snacks. Instead of doing chips, you can put carrots in there. Contrary to popular belief, carrots do fill you up. They do, and they're good for you. They're not really like the best at improving your vision. That's kind of like a myth from what I'm starting to really learn. But they do have pretty good health benefits. Anyways, enough about carrots. You can switch chips with carrots. You can switch cookies with healthy nuts or fruits. Fruits have a lot of natural sugars in them, so they taste good. Fruit is good. So there's a lot of things you can do to swap. There's the basics. We'll say that's the basics, and kind of tips that you can do for them. If you have any tips of your own, let me know in the comments. I would love to hear them. If you like the video, hit that like button. Really helps out the channel. Hit subscribe for more content like this, more driving and vibing content. And of course, I hope to see everybody in the next video. Later, dreamers.